Hello, I'm Claire Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Well, let's find out. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you're finding this video, it's good to go. I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story and you want even more on it, then you can purchase that if you want. If you do want that, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, and that's where you can also find your timestamps down there as well to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? The crystal is out with the Follow the Signs card. Would you like the flower? Flower is out with the Be Still a While card. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with a Rare Knowledge card. So take your pick now, and don't forget to click like on this video before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into the prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive read as well, the more of those you purchase and the more comments you make throughout the month, the more entries that you'll get into those prize draws. So good luck with that. I do a today's tarot every single day of the year on my Be Healing Tarot channel. You can find a link for that up there. I go live on that channel 3 times a week as well. Come along sometime, because I do 1 question readings in there. It's free at the moment, at the time that I put this video out anyway, when I publish this. So come along, we'd love to see you in there. And I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com, and I make 3 of these a week as well. Let me know what you want this to be about. So take your pick now. Crystal, flower, or shell. I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Follow the signs. So they're following the signs. So this could be getting reminders of you, you're popping up in conversation, or they're seeing your name in places and you're coming up for them, signs. And what else? Rituals and offerings. Now, I'm getting from this that they need to put the time into something else at the moment. Something is expected of them. Could be for work, or some of them are learning something at the moment, or it could be the workplace. Something is expected of them and they're having to put their energy into that. But they've got reminders of you all over the place. It feels to me like your person's pulled in 2 directions at the moment. Like one eye on you, but then they're like, no, I can't because I've got to keep my focus on this work thing, or something like that. Something that's required of them right now. Mischief. This feels like your energy in a way. So it feels to me like if they focus on you, they're doing something wrong. Not that it's wrong, but the priority should be this other thing. With that rituals and offerings, it's definitely a feeling like I've got this to do. I've got to focus on this thing at the moment. It's expected of me and I've got to do that. And if they focus on you and they are being pulled to focus on you, it's like, I shouldn't be doing that at the moment. I need to get my mind back on this. So this person is very much conflicted at the moment when your name is popping up, which it is, because they're getting signs to focus on you. And that's because your energy perhaps is pulling on them, your focus on them. They're like, no, I shouldn't do that. That's mischievous. It's superfluous. It's not the priority. You're not the priority at the moment. It's not, and it's not just you. It's the love life. Love life is not a priority at the moment. They've got to focus on this thing that's required of them. That's what I keep on hearing. It's required of them. So I don't know if it's a work thing or if they're learning something, if it's a family thing. Something is required of them at the moment and they know that like it should be a priority. And yeah. So listen and change. Okay. They're feeling out of balance at the moment, you know, to me. As a reader, and perhaps they're realizing this themselves as well. All their eggs in one basket. Are they quite a tunnel vision kind of a person? All their eggs in one basket kind of thing. I can only have one priority at once. There could be that kind of a person, because you've got listen and change here. So they are feeling that need, the hearing, the calling, that there needs to be a change here. Let's find out more. So tell us more. Guides. Moving really slowly. Yeah, this would make sense. And this is another thing. They are slow to make change, this person. Perhaps they need to think about things a lot before they will make a change in their life. It's not an impulsive person at all, this. So they're a bit slow moving as a result. Got to think about things for a long time. 10 of Swords. To end the other situation, and it doesn't mean them having to end that situation. It could mean end their prioritizing the other situation. Involves pain for them, because they're required to do something. And so whoever is requiring them to do that, it could be themselves, but whoever it is requiring them to do that, there's going to be backlash from them. And as I said, it could be themselves. It could be they are requiring themselves. So for example, your person could have had perhaps a very pushy parent, and perhaps the parent isn't being pushy anymore. Perhaps they don't even have contact with them, or that parent has died now, but they've carried on that parenting, self-parenting within themselves. And so they could be quite mean to themselves, pushing themselves like, no, I've got to just focus on this. It could be themselves. So they could be giving themselves a hard time about the priorities. In any case, whatever it is, whoever's putting pressure on them, that they're required to do this thing, they have to do this thing, could even be the government. It'd be painful for them to let that go. So I think this is another reason why they are being really slow. I'm going to put that with that. The Fool and the Knight of Wands. There's this other side of them. So your person's got two sides. Are they Gemini? Let me know what their sign is below. And that you're watching the crystal reading. Otherwise, I won't know what you're talking about. The Fool and the Knight of Wands. So there's this other side of them, and they want to dive right into this. They've got a passion for you, and they want a new beginning. They're hearing this need for change within themselves, I think. They realize something needs to change, but it feels like they're quite a way off letting it be okay for them to make a change. You know what I mean? I think your person's really hard on themselves, and they think a lot about stuff before they allow change in, because they're hard on themselves. And so it feels like they're quite away from allowing this to me. But if they did, yes, they want a new beginning. They do want change in their life. It's just getting that change to happen, which is tricky for your person. With the Knight of Wands energy, there's a lot of attraction for you. And this is a good match as well. 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is about a love offer as well. They might be wanting to make a love offer. Let's see. The Knight of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. This is quite heavy energy though. This is like, I've got to move slowly because it's just the way I am. They find it really hard to make a choice. But the 2 of Emotions, they're seeing you as a love match. Here's the thing. They're seeing you as a love match. And it's like they want to make an offer, but they're moving really slowly because they're prioritizing this other thing. And they can't see past that because it would be mischievous to prioritize love. Now, there could be something in that. I think there was a generation, or maybe many generations, that used to think that love was naughty. Do you know what I mean? I remember like an ex of mine and saying that his dad called him a dirty devil, you know, about his love life. And it's like, it's dirty and it's wrong. Is it? Is it? I think your person judges themselves about their love life, to be honest. Not that it's frivolous. I don't know. It's something. They're judging it as something. So the 7 of Emotions is a confusion about choices that they've got. No, it's not you or anyone else. It's not anyone else. They see you as a love match, but they see that love it's not a priority. It shouldn't be a priority. It's probably what they're telling themselves. It shouldn't be a priority. It's mischief. It's not superfluous or frivolous. It's mischievous. So they think there's something wrong with the focus of love. Perception and burden. They've been burdened. It's someone else's perception. So they've learned this from somebody. And it's burdening them. the whole belief that they've got around the love life. I think I'm reading a new person here. I don't think I've felt this energy before in a reading. The Fool and the Knight of Wands, but they've got all of this attraction for you, and they would really love a new start. It's like they can't find their way there. They can't find their way through their beliefs to it, though. But yeah, a lot of attraction for you. And the Fool, they would love to have a new start. Ten of Voices, but it would be on the back of this painful ending. It's like they can only see like trouble to get to this. And I think it's trouble within themselves. You know, they judge themselves if they made that decision. It's all good though. Your person needs to come around to that it's all good, that there's nothing wrong with this. Now, for some of you, it could be that there is actually a physical thing in the way. Family thing, or a family thing as in marriage to someone else or in something with someone else. But I'm not really picking that up strongly, because the Ten of Swords could be that they're required to do something for family, and it would cause a lot of pain to leave that behind and come towards you. It feels like your person doesn't see an option of doing two things at once. It feels very much like that. This is someone that doesn't see an option of doing two things at once. Two of Cups, but they see you as a love match and they would like to give you a love offer. Ace of Voices. A fair amount of clarity about that. You're the one when it comes to love. But when it comes to love and life, they think that it's wrong to have a love life priority. Ten of Materials. Yeah, they do believe that you're the one to build with. They would love to have a new start with you. They'd absolutely love that. Definitely standing in their own way of that, though. You've got to give this person time. Well, we'll see in that in the deeper dive read. So what's behind that? Two of Cups, Ten of Materials, Ace of Voices. You see, this is a love match. They can imagine building with you, having a new start with you. Very clear. And creating with you, yeah. They can see that they could have a lot with you. Cool. Tell us more. How are they feeling at the moment now? It's kind of what's going on for them right now, but how are they feeling? We've got the Knight of Wands there, so there is an attraction. They do see you as a love match and they want to give you a love offer, but there's so much standing in the way. Power. You instinctively know what's right for you, so they know instinctively that you're right for them. It is that they're struggling with saying no to something else first, though. This person, you know, your person could really take decisions that they've made really seriously. I think they do. And so they find it hard to change their mind. Perhaps very, you know, loyal to a fault kind of thing. Here it is. Shine energy. This is how they're seeing you. You've got very attractive energy. You're shining out to them. The universe is trying to highlight you to them as well. But there's this detoxify. It's like they know that there's something to let go of, but in their belief system, at the moment it's you that they've got to let go of, because they're seeing you as kind of the wrong, no, they're seeing not you as the wrong choice, but they're seeing the love life as the wrong choice at the moment. So even though you're shining out to them, and the universe is giving them signs about you, they will not allow themselves to go there. For whatever reason. Now, detoxified, that suggests that you're toxic, and it's not that. You're shining to them. It's more like it's a situation that's toxic, meaning that with that mischief, like it's the wrong thing to do. To focus on love life and to prioritize love life is the wrong thing to do. It's the way that they're thinking. How they're feeling now. But you are shining out to them, so it's almost like you're shining out to them. They know they've got feelings for you. They're attracted to you. You're the one that they want to be with. They could build with you and all of that kind of thing. And then they put a brick wall in front of it saying, I cannot do it. It's the wrong thing to do. I should not be doing that. I cannot do it. I cannot prioritize my love life. So, support and rejection. I feel like this is them pushing you away at the moment. Right. So you could like help them, but they're pushing that away at the moment. Patience, codependency. No, perhaps they are locked in codependency. So your person could be codependent, meaning they are deriving some kind of self-value from that requirement, from whatever that situation is. They're getting their self-worth from that. See, codependency, when we're in that, we are the ones that are giving. We don't need to, but we do because we think we have to get the love back, or to get something back, some kind of an energy back. So we don't believe that we have that energy anyway. We think that we need to get it from the other person. So we feel like if I've got to look after that person, then I've got worth. Or I've got to look after that person, then I get love back. We don't believe that we're worthy of love anyway, or worthy of whatever anyway. And so, yeah, they're codependent. And with this patience card, I think it might take them some time to figure that out. Which makes me wonder whether you should be looking at codependent stuff within you as well. Because when we're codependent, we could get very attracted to other codependent people too, thinking that that's the answer, because we'll be in relationships with those that are not like that. You know, like the giver gets into a relationship with a taker, or the empath gets into a relationship with a narcissist. And then we see another codependent, we think that relationship would be better, but that relationship is two people out of balance in the same kind of way, and so that relationship tends not to happen because it's not a match. It's a like match, but when you're out of balance, like matches don't happen. The opposite side of balance matches happen. The opposites attract happens. Okay. Well, let's get some messages from them. What would they like to say to you? Can we start over? Start again? Is it possible to start again? Will you forget what they've put you through so far? It feels just like they're keeping you waiting. Am I right? Can we start over? Is this allowed? It feels like that's what they're asking you. Oh, no, it's not those. It's not any of those. That was just a really messy shuffle. I find you incredibly attractive. And I check on you from afar. And I feel like I'm not good enough for you. That's the truth of it. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Or I feel like I'm not good enough to put myself first and go for the things that I want, is more like it. I wish I could give you more. They recognize that you deserve more. Very much a giving person, this one, to a fault, because they're staying in a situation. I feel like I can be my true self around you. So they do see like a compatibility between you, a telepathic bond. Yeah, I think we might have empath situation here. And so what I meant by that out of balance thing, when we're out of balance, say if you're a codependent, say it's a balance between giving and receiving. It's not just that codependency, but let's say it is that. And if you're both givers, both on this side of it, givers, and receiving is on this side of it, if you're both down there from the balance, both of you are going to get into a relationship with someone who's a taker, because both out of balance that way, relationships like that, they just don't happen. They don't come about. You don't get the information that way of how you're out of balance. Sometimes it happens, and I call those wound mates. If you both, and sometimes we can learn, that's more when we're in the extreme, and I'm not getting that you're in the extreme energy here. I'm not getting that you're really extremely out of balance, both of you. But wound mates, yeah, wound mates, when you're both really out of balance, you've got the same stuff going on, you can come together. Wound mates don't stay together, but very good relationships when they happen, and you learn from each other, and eventually you see the imbalance in them before you see it in yourself. It's really obvious, and then you try and help them because you're codependent. You try and help them, you try and get them out of it, and then suddenly you wake up and it's like, I've got the same thing going on. I need to sort it out within myself. That's when the relationship breaks up, when you've got the lesson from it. So Be careful what you're trying to get into here. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. And in that, I'll go into the guidance for you. And let's see if this can happen, or if this is one of those wingmate situations that you're trying to get into, thinking it's a good match when it can't really happen. Let's see. If you are interested in that deeper dive read, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower and the shell. Click on the crystal. On any device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click on that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. And as well, getting that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw, so good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you, flowers. Let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, or want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So how does your person feel about you at the moment? Let's find out. Be still a while. Having a break at the moment, just giving it a rest. Questioning their feelings is what I'm hearing. You know how when we're in it and when we're always communicating with someone, we don't really get clarity about how we feel, and it takes a little bit of a break to either miss them and realize, yeah, I really feel something for them. I don't know. It feels like they need a break in order to get clarity on their feelings for you. So how are they feeling about you at the moment? A little bit confused about their feelings. Not sure about it. Thinking that a break will give them that clarity. So nature, there's that break again. Needing a break. Meditation. Needing a break. Meditation. Think about things, to contemplate stuff, to get clear on how it is that they're feeling. And it's not that they are clear on how they're feeling and trying to back out of it, they're not clear on how they're feeling. Optimism, but they're optimistic. It's interesting. I think there's just certain personality types that are like that. They don't necessarily focus much on their feelings, on what it is that they're feeling. Kind of more in the material world kind of thing, getting caught up in that, and then when it's like, okay, am I going down the right path here? I need to take a step back in order to address my feelings. It's not something that comes natural to them. So their mode of living might be to be in the logical mind more. They might know that about themselves and know that they need to take a step back in order to gain clarity on how they feel about something. Autopilot. It's like this person focuses on autopilot, or not focuses, but lives life on autopilot sometimes. Three of Swords, painful endings. The Seven of Wands. So they're being protective at the moment of themselves, their time, their energy, their space. And Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is their energy, about their stability. So trying to master their stability at the moment. So it could be about work focus. And Three of Cups, colleagues. They might be spending a lot of time with colleagues at the moment. It's really strange. It looks like the smoke is stopped, but it's just a trick of the light and the sunlight on the curtains. It looks like the smoke coming out. I'm looking at the monitor and thinking, it's frozen, but I'm not frozen. It's just that bit there that's frozen. How confusing. Sorry, distracted. There's the smoke. King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Yeah, they're more concerned about relationships or spending time with people that they're colleagues around their work at the moment. So that's who they are spending time with. Three of Swords. Tell us about this, because this is confusing to me in their energies. Why the heartbreak? What is this all about? Oh, Hierophant. They don't want to break your heart. That's what it is. Okay. They're confused about their feelings. They don't know if they want this long term. They know that you want something long term with the Hierophant card, and they don't want to break your heart. So they need to take a step back to ascertain whether they really have those strong feelings for you. As I said, it's not that they know how they feel. This is someone that needs to take a step back in order to feel. Right? 10 of Emotions. Is it the happily ever after in the long term for them? They're not sure. They're just not sure. It's because they're not practiced in being in the moment, in their feelings in the moment. This is, I don't know, what star sign are they? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know that you're watching the flower reading when you do too, because this is interesting, picking up on their energy. Someone that's confused about their emotional selves and how they feel. So they're well aware of what you want. You want the happily ever after and all that. You might see that with them. They don't want to break your heart, so they want to be clear on it if that they can give that they want the same thing and they can give it to you. But it's the feelings in particular. So they might be worried that if their feelings aren't strong enough for you, that it's going to dwindle over time or something like that. So they've got to get clarity on how they feel about you, and they need space from you to do that. Interesting. So they don't want to break your heart. They're thinking of you while they're doing this. That might not be music to your ears, but how strange. I mean, it's not how I operate, but I kind of get it. I think I have needed to do this in the past. Or perhaps my feelings have changed. My feelings, when I've got distance from someone, I've realized how my feelings really are for them rather than when I was together with them. That has happened. But to preempt that and know, well, if I give myself distance, I might get clarity on my feelings. It could just be that, you know, they just might have that wisdom. Because I think we've all experienced that, right? When you end up having space from someone or something, it could be as well. You're pretty sure of your feelings when you're in it and you're spending time with them, or when you're doing that thing. But then when you have a break and those feelings fall away and you don't have them anymore, it's like, my feelings weren't as strong as they were before. You know, perhaps after a breakup, and then you realize your feelings weren't as strong as you thought they were when you were in it. This person might just be wise enough to know, I need to take a step back to see how I truly feel. Could be. Discernment. Choose wisely and ground. They need to ground themselves, and kind of do that by themselves. But they're not by themselves because it's saying that they're hanging out with like work colleagues and stuff. Seven of Wands. Protecting themselves. Because you're so attractive. So they do have to take a step back. Oh, okay. I'm just kind of getting this now, that it might be a difference between men and women. Women, we tend to be in our feelings more and trusting that and more into our intuition and like going with the feelings. Men, less so. And so your attractiveness, the pull from you, they're having to protect themselves from the allure that is you, because and ascertain what their heart rather than the loins are saying. Do you know what I mean? So giving themselves a break from you, they're trying to pass between the attraction, the physical attraction between you, and whether this is Hierophant, 10 of Emotions, much more than that, deeper than that, heart connection more than that. So they do need a break from that physical attraction and being near you and all of that physical stuff to ascertain whether the heart is really in it. And they're confused, you know? The Seven of Wands is a protection energy, so it's like, I've got to do that in order to get clarity. They don't know how to operate other than that. And I think that makes sense. It's different for men. Women, we connect heart physically at the same time We get oxytocin released all the time when we're physical with someone. Men don't have that. The falling in love is very much apart from the sexual stuff for men. They've got that going on, and they can have that going on completely separately than love. Women, we can't do that. We're biologically not made that way. What's behind this is joy. So you bring them joy. They're so attracted to you. They need distance from you to see whether what the true heart feelings are for you. Okay, so the King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I don't know why they need to tell you this, but apparently they do. So they're hanging around with colleagues at the moment. Why they need to even say this? Perhaps you're wondering what they're doing. Why have we got these cards here? The World. Travel, Six of Inspiration. We seem to be doing well, getting clarity on that. Interesting. Getting clarity on other things as well while I have taken a break. Do they want to travel? What do they want to achieve in their work? They're hanging out with colleagues, different people, getting clarity on what they want in their life. You know, this could be someone that just gets swept up in your energy. Could be someone that needs to, like, they're reassessing their life at the moment, or what it is that they want, and they can't do that in your presence because they're swept up in your energy and the attraction and all of that. So they need distance for clarity on a lot of things, not just on their feelings. What's behind that? Integration and self-love. Put themselves first. Yeah, this is someone that gets swept up in someone's energy for sure. Seeing it clearly now. So they need to do the self-love thing. They need to be by themselves, and just to get clear on that. I think your person's going to be back. And once they do have that clarity. So you could have really strong energy for them, and they can lose themselves in you. Because it feels like you make them happy. I mean, that joy card out, very happy, and they're very attracted to you, and so easily lost in your energy. We've got emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, so it's like they're talking to themselves about this. But they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. So in order to see things clearly, you must let go. So they know that, right? This is someone that is a little bit confused about their emotions, but they know that it can distort their perception. They need time for that. They must let go. Tell us more. Honor your feelings. Again, that addressing their feelings, addressing what it is that they're feeling, and honoring that. I've got to pursue, perhaps I've said that to you, I've got to do my own thing at the moment. I've got to pursue this. I've got to see how it is that I'm feeling. It could be weird to you because you might just be used to addressing your emotions on the fly. You know, how can you not get clarity in the moment while you're in it? But as I said, we're different. So friendship and fun, that's what they're having at the moment. Yeah. Friendship, fun, people that they're working with specifically. Or stable relationships that they had for a long time, hanging out with people that they've known for a long time. It could be that too, with that King of Pentacles energy. Yeah. So they're just doing that. Almost getting in touch with themselves again, and who they are, what it is that they want, getting great clarity. Feels to me like your person is seriously considering settling down with you, having some, this Hierophant is about marriage and 10 of emotions, are happily ever after. And it's like that they're taking a step back in order to get clarity on that. Is that truly what they want? And or would they like to travel? Do they need to be focused on their success more? They're getting clarity on all of that. There's a problem, apparently, in laughter. You make them too happy to get clarity. Isn't that weird? The problem, laughter. Yeah, they've got so much joy with you. You take them over. That's their worry, is that almost like they're bamboozled by your energy, and they're going with the flow, and it's like, hang on a minute, I need to make sure that this is what I want. Take a step back. You obviously make them very happy, and they're very attracted to you, and it's all good. Laughter, joy, and all of that kind of thing. But obviously they take their decisions very seriously, and they want to get in touch with their own energy, which is what they're doing. So what do they want to say? I gave into temptation. I don't know what that is. Reminiscing. Yeah, they'll be doing a lot of that. They'll be thinking about you a lot. You deserve better than me. Wondering, can they give you enough? I mean, it could be that you've got really strong energy as well, and they feel like they're going along for the ride of your life and not really embarking on their own path. It could be that. What else do they want to say? So not really feeling good enough for you. Wondering whether they'll be good enough for you for the long term. Or whether you'll end up leaving them behind, you know. I feel like I can be my true self around you. That's nice. I wish I could give you more. What else do they want to say? I wish you were here with me. They miss you. I'll come back for you. I think they will be back, this person. I'm done playing games. You see, they know that you're getting serious, and they are asking themselves, am I? So they could have been having fun with you, got caught up with that. It's headed towards something more so they're taking a step back to gain clarity on their life, on their feelings, on a whole load of things. So this is someone that knows themselves and knows how they get clarity. And yeah, if they come back saying a hell yes to you, then you can be certain that it's true, and it's going to last a long time, I would say, because they've really thought about it. It's good. It's good that people, because not everyone takes things seriously like that, like this, you know. This is not the kind of person that will be like married and divorced 5 times. I'm sure those people, I don't know, I can't imagine, but those people, maybe they are like, they just, I don't know, just get into it, just say yes for the hell of it, and don't even think about it. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've got for you. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I will pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. So good luck with that. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw. So 2 chances to win. But if this is where you're leaving me, then good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the crystal, no, that's not a crystal, that's a shell, Claire. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you, shells. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Let's find out. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you feel like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. And there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading. How's your person feeling about you at the moment? Rare knowledge. Zoop. They're keeping it a secret. Oh, everyone's holding back at the moment. What's this all about? I mean, we do have pretty heavy energies around at the moment. A lot of change and a lot of like your soul is calling kind of an energy. So people could be pulling back from other people and relationships right now. It could be that. But yeah, keeping you a secret. What's all of that about? Rare knowledge, nobody knows, or few people know. Why? Tell us more. Tell us more. Adventure and trust. So keeping it a secret. Perhaps they can't trust you yet, but with this adventure card, it's almost like They want to keep you to themselves for a while. Keep it to themselves for a while. Want to have an adventure with you, but don't yet trust that it's going to be that it's going to be validated by other people. So there's some things that we want to do, right? Have an adventure with someone, but you don't want people to know about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might want to have a fling with someone, a short fling with someone. You don't necessarily want to take them to your parents when you wouldn't want to take them to your parents, or perhaps not want anyone to know about that. Trust, but can they trust you yet? I don't know. It feels like it's right at the start of this relationship to me, or knowing each other. They want to have an adventure with you, but they don't necessarily want to tell other people about it. So this person might be trying to keep you on the down low, not wanting you to be involved in the rest of their life, other people to know about what's going on. They might, yeah, it's that they don't trust you yet. So your person, they might have had bad experiences before of letting, you know, a fling or someone that the short way into a relationship with, been together for a couple of weeks, let them into their lives, friends group and all of that kind of thing, and it, when they break up, it all go horribly wrong, like causing a lot of trouble for the people that they know and love and stuff like that. They could have just had a really bad experience, and so now they're wary. They need to make sure that they really trust someone and give it time before they will allow you into the rest of their life. Opportunity and generosity. Prove yourself, it says. This opportunity card, it's not about opportunity. It says you will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough sea. So I think this is a message to you to keep going with this. Like, it might not be great at the moment, and it might be a red flag to you, but generosity. I think you need to give to this situation so that they can trust you. This is a situation where you need to earn their trust, to be let into their lives on a greater scale. And I think that's a good thing to do. I don't think we should be handing out our trust straight away. I think there's a lot of people that don't deserve that trust out there. And I think trust is something that does need to be earned. So now it makes sense. It makes more sense to me anyway. So let's get some tarot out and find out more about how they feel about you. Lovers, red hot lovers. So yeah, this is at the fling stage, or it's right at the start. Very attracted to you. Want to have an adventure with you. All of that kind of stuff. I'm looking brown right now. I'm trying to spend more time out in the sunshine. I don't usually. It's winter now, which is beautiful. I can spend time in the sun. In the summer, it's way too hot here. You know, you're just trying to get into the air conditioning all the time in the summer. And in the summer, it's when I go out for like runs first thing in the morning, like 5 a.m. before the sun comes up, because it's already too hot by 8 a.m. And so this time of year, I do like to get out into the sun more and get that vitamin D up. Anyway, just noticed I'm looking a bit tan right now, apart from my face. Of course. Four of Cups and the Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this makes sense, right? Can you see? They've been disappointed in the past, right? Page of Cups, been in the fantasy. So it's seen the best in someone. The Page of Cups is the naive one that's positive, rose-tinted glass, has seen the best in everyone. They've been burned by that, been disappointed by that, right? And so they know to take the time now. It makes total sense. What else? Queen of Swords, got boundaries. The lovers. So, yes, they're having an adventure with you. They're seeing where this goes. They're building up, allowing you to prove yourself, to build up trust. And giving it time. 8 of Voices, 7 of Emotions. They've been trapped by choices before. So, yeah, this person is wary. They must have let a crazy one in before, like really. And there's so many guys out there that are saying that all of their exes are crazy when it's not true at all. They're just like driving people crazy or just completely unaware of themselves. There's a lot of guys out there that are like that, and probably women out there that are like that too. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they let a real crazy in. They let a real crazy in. That is very disruptive is what it feels like. And so, yeah, they're worried about their choices now because it was a trap, you know. They don't want to get into that situation again. This person will really think long and hard before they introduce a lover to their friends, workplace, family, any of that kind of stuff. What's behind that? We know what's behind that. Integration. You're not allowed into the life. You're not allowed into the life yet. You're allowed into the life with boundaries. With strong boundaries. You're not allowed all the way in yet. Oh, they've been there. They've been there. And they got disappointed by it. I'm more than disappointed. They got hurt by that, right? It's more people around them. I don't think it really hurt them. It just made them, like, be more careful. Could have even had things stolen from them as well. Or, like, you know, some key the car, like once. It's like, I don't want to see you anymore. I'm going to destroy your things then. It's like, what? And then, like, attack your family. Go, no. It's that kind of thing. Page of Cups. So they had naive, open fantasy energy before. Got disappointed by that. The Hermit, the Six of Materials. It's another hold back. That reciprocity energy. So this person is careful now. They're careful. Hermit. Even maybe perhaps to the point of, like, them always coming around to your place and you not going around to their place. It could, with the Hermit card, it could be to the point of that. Because I just heard, like, they could have stolen things or damaged their things too. Yeah, I mean, we're bound to get baggage, right? If we've been out with one of those crazies. I haven't. Not that crazy. I mean, I was with a narcissist at one point and that wasn't a great experience, but at least narcissists go away afterward, right? Because they don't want the recriminations and stuff. Okay, well, what's behind that then? Creativity. Yeah, they've obviously come up with rules for themselves to avoid that stuff anymore. Just give it time. Just give it time. Queen of Swords, so they've got strong boundaries. We know. It's what they've been going on about. I mean, it's all in their energy, and it's obviously coming out in this reading because this is what you need to know. This is why their behaviour is such. Because they don't want to get heartbroken again. And it's not just them. This is about the people around them. They don't want the friends, the people in the workplace, the family attacked by another crazy again. So they're really careful now. But luckily not carefully enough. They're not bounded so much that they won't get into a relationship, which is good, right? So right now it's lovers and it's adventures with you. And if you give to this and give it time and don't try and move them into an uncomfortable area before they're ready, it'll be fine. Growth. They grew from a situation that they were in for sure. I mean, it's good to have boundaries, right? And it feels like they've got positive boundaries here. Might seem like a little bit too much for you, but you haven't had the experiences that they've had. Good thing is they're not completely shut off to relationship though, right? So they're not like damaged. You might see them as being a bit damaged because they're not naive anymore, but I don't see their energy as being damaged. Past right now is behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. Perhaps a little bit too wary. Okay. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So they don't understand why what happened to them happened, but there does seem something very positive to me. Look at all these wings here. A lot of freedom in it, in being more wary, in being like, in protecting what you've got, protecting your heart, protecting those people around you. There's something in that. It's almost like night energy, you know? Not night as in day or night, night as in shining armor energy. It's good. Only time will tell. So they want to give this time. They want to let you earn your trust. They want that trust to develop. Only time will tell. They're positive about it. They're hoping that you do. You know, they're hoping that it'll go on. But take a reality check. Taking a reality check, they don't really know what you like. Believe in your good luck. They're positive about it and speak your world into being. And they're even trying to manifest it being good as well. Oh, that's good. Yeah, very positive. I like that. What else? There's a spark between you. Self-worth. They know what they deserve, though. That's a good thing about this kind of behavior, is that they do know what they deserve and what they're worth and all of that kind of thing. And like their family, their belongings, and the workplace, and the friendships they develop, they're not going to put that in jeopardy again. So the strings attached. Yeah, and it doesn't feel like it's through a lack of healing either. As I said, this person doesn't feel like fully closed down. It just feels like they've got healthy boundaries now, protecting themselves and their own to new people. Okay, so it's not a judgment on you at all. They'll do it for anyone. Everyone's got to earn their trust now. In romantic relationships, everyone. I still have growing to do, is what they say. Jealous and possessive. And careful too. There was someone interfering in our relationship. No, this is the person in the past. It's not in your relationship. It's the person in the past, interfering person. They might have even had to get an injunction against them. Injunction, is that the right word? You know, cease and desist and stay the hell away from me kind of a law thing. You know what I mean? What else do they want to say? So someone has interfered in their life big time, and they will not let that happen again. Got healthy boundaries now, and you're just going to have to jump through those hoops if you want to be long-term with this person. They'll let you in eventually. First thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning, and remember the positive about this as well, they do want you to get through this. This is not someone that's actively trying to sabotage this at all. They're not trying to put things in your way. They're trying to protect what is in their life. Twin flame journey, interesting. Please don't give up on me. So they're wanting you to hang on in there. They really do. They're positive about this. I don't know whether they've talked to you about this, about what went on before. Perhaps not. Perhaps they don't want to... Sometimes we shouldn't reveal this kind of thing. It's like revealing your vulnerabilities. You don't do it to the enemy, right? They don't know yet whether you're the enemy or not. So they might not have talked to you about it. They probably will after you pass their tests, though. Being tested, and I think that is healthy for everybody. I think we should all have these tests for people to, you know, to get through. We should protect ourselves more and not just presume that people are great and are going to have the same approach and core values and things like that for relationships, and respect of our possessions and of our families and our friendships and connections, perhaps standing in the community. We should not take that as a given, because there's people that are not great people out there. And those people that are not great people, they tend to be very charismatic and very easy to manipulate others. So they've been through that, they're protective. And it's not a judgment in you. They would do this for anyone getting into a relationship. But they're optimistic about you, so I'd keep going with this for sure. Well, there you go. That is what I've got. Now, if that sounds like it is your story, or could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Hang on, I need a drink. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that can open PDFs. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw. So 2 chances to win. Good luck. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.